Hello everyone and welcome back to This Day in History, our nightly look back at a specific day in history, where we take a look back at the events of a day, the historic context in which those events took place, and the historic ramifications of those events. If you have not yet, please hit the like button, the subscribe button, the bell notification icon to be alerted anytime I post new content, and tell a friend. And without any further ado, This Day in History, August the 11th. And you didn't think I wasn't going to talk about this. It's only the thing I've been talking about since Joe Biden became the presumptive nominee. The biggest guessing game in American politics is over. Who's going to be Joe Biden's running mate? And it was the wire-to-wire favorite from the beginning. Senator Kamala Harris of California. I must say that I had a different candidate that I would have liked to have seen chosen as Joe Biden's running mate. I thought Tammy Duckworth presented a lot of opportunities and a lot of good qualities and attributes she brought to the table. And in the closing days, I thought that former Ambassador and National Security Advisor Susan Rice had leapfrogged over Kamala Harris to become the favorite. And even as late as this morning, I thought that Susan Rice was the pick. But this afternoon, when I got the email and saw that Senator Harris was the pick, I was not really shocked. She is a good pick, and I fully support her and hope to see on January 20th that she will take the oath to become the next Vice President of the United States of America. She is the first woman of color and the first Asian American to ever be a vice presidential candidate in American history. She is the daughter of immigrants, and really is going to be a contrast to Mike Pence. She has shown herself to be a good debater, and the concerns that I have had about her in the past, I think her positives far outweigh those. And I think she's going to be a tremendous asset to the Biden campaign. And I will work my hardest to ensure that she is elected the next Vice President of the United States. I'm not going to sell you down the river on this channel that I'm impartial. I am totally committed to electing Joe Biden the next president, and whoever he selected to be his running mate as the next Vice President. And that is now Senator Kamala Harris from the state of California. Some interesting thoughts, though, in my mind, is who does Governor Gavin Newsom select to be Harris's replacement when Biden and Harris win the White House? Obviously, Harris will have to resign her Senate seat, and Governor Newsom will then appoint a senator to serve until the 2022 election, at which point they will run for the full term, because Harris's term is up in 2022. So instead of it will be not a special, but they will be competing for the full term. I'm interested to see who Gavin Newsom picks. Does he pick a caretaker senator, or does he pick someone that will run in 2022 and give them that little extra boost? And it's also interesting to note that when Barbara Boxer announced her retirement from the Senate. Gavin Newsom and Kamala Harris worked out an agreement where Harris would run for the Senate and Gavin Newsom would run for governor. It was kind of a truce. And we see how historic that decision has been today. Will Newsom appoint a caretaker and run for himself, forego re-election as governor and run for the Senate? Or will he even go for broke and appoint himself? You can do that. It's not wise to do that, but you can do it. It will be interesting to see how that is. I also think it speaks to Biden looking to the future and understanding that when his term is done, who does he want to hand off his legacy to? And I think Kamala Harris is a fine person to hand that legacy off to. I was really high on Kamala Harris when her for the presidency began in 2019. I was somewhat disappointed in her campaign and how it played out, but I think she has learned what she did wrong in her own run, will correct those mistakes she made, and be the candidate I thought she was originally. She has tremendous upshot. I think she can go into South Carolina and Georgia and Michigan and states of that nature, and Arizona, the neighboring state, and put together the kind of coalition Joe Biden needs to win. Think about this. If she's going to South Carolina to campaign and helping Jamie Harrison and going to Georgia, Trump is going to be spending time there and resources there. And even if Biden doesn't win those states, it will divert funds away from other states, and Trump will be in a real pickle. Because Donald Trump won this election in 2016 because he pierced the blue wall. And those states, in my opinion, I don't see any way Donald Trump carries them again. I don't see him carrying Pennsylvania, Michigan, or Wisconsin. And Joe Biden is going to flip other states, in my opinion, that Donald Trump carried in 2016 to such an extent that you're really looking to, where do we send the candidates to help down ballot races? And even if it's not going into those states because of the virus and we are not able to hold the traditional campaign like we anticipated we would at the beginning of this year, these virtual fundraisers have been huge fundraisers for the Democrats and for the Republicans as well. Both sides are using them to tremendous advantage, but Democrats are fired up and their checkbooks are fired up too. And they are committed to electing Joe Biden and Kamala Harris, the next president and vice president of the United States. And I could not be happier to endorse this ticket for president of the United States and vice president. I think Joe Biden has made a tremendous pick. Go Kamala.